one thing that I had to, it just popped into my head right now. I think I should cover this point also because this is a very important point. And before I forget to talk about it, why do we have to be with people who don't understand or appreciate us that well? So, this is the question, and it has actually come after I just replied to the previous one, why your twin flame doesn't want to marry you. So why do you have to stay with people who don't understand or appreciate your true nature? And usually this question comes from people who are stuck in bad relationships, or who are stuck with people they don't want, or maybe stuck in karmic relationships, or maybe stuck with family members who are not very supportive, or maybe stuck in some kind of a profession or business or some kind of scenario where they feel like, why do I have to face these people, why do I have to talk to these people every day, or why do I have to listen to these people, why do I have to get drained by these people, so on and so forth. So whosoever is joining me on this session, uh, if you agree with this question, if you resonate with this question, then do mention in the comment section your experience of it and what you feel about it. And let me quickly answer it for anyone who's going to watch it later on, or anyone who's going to watch it now also. The reason why many a times we have to stay with karmics, or we have to stay with false twins, romantically speaking, or in relationships where we are not happy, or the reason why we have friends or family members or relatives who don't understand or appreciate our true nature, because here I'm not talking about whether they love you or they don't love you. Here I'm not talking about how they treat you or how you treat them. Maybe they treat you really well, maybe you're given all the luxuries, or maybe they give you time and everything, but they don't understand the real you, they don't appreciate the real you. As long as you're doing things that they are okay with, or as long as you're living a typical materialistic normal life, they're okay with it. But as soon as you try to do something different or unique, you don't feel that sense of uh, acceptance, or appreciation. Why? And why then you have to be in that situation? So let me tell you, when you are doing inner work in life, you have to remember this, my dear friends, all the star seeds, twin flames, and light workers. This is made for all of you people. When you're doing inner work, you need to spend time by yourself, with yourself, and you have to involve your precious time in activities that enhance you, that ascend you to a higher frequency, that take you to a better place, that help you in source integration. And you're not going to do that if you are always going to be with people you like. If you're always going to be with people who understand you and appreciate your true nature, after a point, when you have reached a certain place in the journey, when you have come close to singularity, and it happens with Guru Kripa only, it happens with the grace of masters. We say Ram Kripa, and of course, Guru Kripa is the biggest thing. You cannot get the masters, the right masters are so important. The best master in the cosmic reality, the true master. When you meet the true master, you actually feel you have met source. You don't know what source is like, you don't know how source looks in reality, in human form. But when you look at your master, when you look at your masters love you so unconditionally, they love you so purely. When you meet anybody, in fact, let me tell you, in your life, if you meet one such person also who loves you unconditionally and accepts you and understands you and appreciates you, it's a very beautiful feeling. That's a very godly feeling that you feel. But you cannot feel that feeling, you cannot reach that genuine true connection or true feeling fully. Maybe bits and pieces you can, but you cannot do that till the time somebody doesn't negate you or say things to you that hurt your ego. And when I say ego, I think people always misunderstand ego to be something very mean and arrogant, and someone who's got an ego problem. Sometimes people with the big ego can be the sweetest person on this face of earth. Sometimes people with ego can be very rich, very famous, very successful, and sometimes a very poor person with not even means to, survive or get daily meals can have an ego about anything. They can even have an ego that we are poor people, and we are like this and we are like that, blah blah blah. So there is no real reason why someone should have an ego. It can happen to someone who's beautiful, it can happen to someone who's not beautiful. Physically, I'm saying, it can happen to someone with fair skin, it can happen to someone with dark skin, it can happen to someone with a certain caste, and it's not necessary all the people who are in the high class or high caste have ego. Anybody lower, higher, these caste system, these systems are only made by humans only, they are not made by God. Okay, God never said, okay, I will make this or that, but for the ease of communication the caste system was made, and it was purely based on occupation of a person. It was never based on where they are born and what not. Even Srimad Bhagavad Gita clearly says that you are always measured and looked at via your karma, what you do here, your actions put you in a certain caste or a category in the eyes of God, and God still would say, all of you are my children. At the end of the day, God is like that only, all of you are my children. So, to learn about true love, to learn about your true nature, you first have to connect with people who doubt your true nature, because maybe they don't know what true nature is all about. They are not that experienced. Maybe they need to do inner work. Maybe they are also in the materialistic reality, or they are, you can feel bad for them also sometimes. They are stuck in the lower three chakras, in the unblocked energies, in the blocked energies, and they may be in survival mode. They may be doing everything just to survive from one day to another. And a lot of people are doing that. Trust me, even rich people are doing that. They are also trying to survive only. But I'm talking about a different kind of survival. I'm talking about a type of survival where you are so scared and you're so fearful. Then there are people, they may be having just little bit of things, few utensils, few things, living a minimalistic lifestyle, not having so much money, but yet very content and very happy and very relaxed and not at all in survival mode. We see that in a lot of saintly people, we see that in a lot of fakirs, we see that in detached people, we even see that in people who are doing inner work. They don't need so much fancy stuff. They're very happy with whatever they have, whatever simple basic stuff they have, simple easy lifestyle. They just should be just able to contribute for other people and just live a meaningful life. But to reach that place, you have to hang out with people who are not like you. They'll question your intentions. They will ask you what you want to do in life and then mock you. There's a very interesting story doing the rounds in India right now. I think some of you might be aware about it. So there's this guy who sells tea in India, okay, in Bombay, basically, in a place somewhere near the beach. He has a tea stall, and his tea was like already very popular, and it's a very normal business for anyone to do, like to sell tea. A lot of people are selling tea, but if you see his videos and if you look at the way he sells tea, he's very positive, he's very funky. He wears those cool glasses, he has got a nice hairstyle, and he does a lot of gimmicks, and he does a lot of fun activities around making a simple tea. Also, he makes a simple tea look something really amazing and cool. So he did not know, one fine day Bill Gates walks to his tea stall and collaborates with him. Like, he's not aware of it at all. You can even go to Bill Gates page, Instagram page, and you can see Bill Gates himself has shared that video. So he's just come to India to attend the wedding of a very rich man in India, rich businessman. So he must have gone out to have tea somewhere, and he saw this guy and he was like, wow, this guy's tea looks so cool. It's just simple tea, it's simple chai, but look at the way he's selling it. It's so cool, it's so colorful. So he just made a few clips and got it edited and put it up on the page. And when that video started getting viral, then people started contacting that guy, the tea seller, and they started telling him that, what, who had tea from your stall. And not only he had tea, but he made a video, he made a reel out of it and shared it on his page. Bill Gates. So people were stunned. People were like, oh my God, like, look at us. We're doing MBAs, we are studying, we are doing computers. We want to be, somewhere in big places so that we can meet people like Bill Gates one day. And here, Bill Gates is walking on the street of India and he goes to a tea stall and collabs with a guy without even telling that guy. And that guy was like, I didn't even know. I thought he's like any other foreigner who's come to have tea with me. But of course, he was very happy and chilled out and he made a video with me. So I was like posing for him. So, why am I sharing this example with you all? Is because maybe to that guy also, so many people would have told him that, what are you doing? So many people may not have understood him. So many people may not have appreciated him for who he is. But he still carried on. He still chose to be himself. He still chose to do what he loved. So in the inner work journey also, your mission should be very important. Your inner work should be very important. No matter who says what, you should just deal them with a smile. And maybe you should think that they are not able to accept their own selves also. And when you're doing something cool and amazing in life, or you're going a little different from the usual rigmaroles of the life, when you of life, whatever life throws, when you're just taking another path, which is a less walked on kind of a path, you don't see so many people going into that direction. You've taken that direction because you resonate with that direction. You feel a pull from that towards that direction, and you just start walking into it. And you witness things like fireflies in the forest. And maybe when you're going towards that direction, people stop you. People tell you, hey, don't go there, it's dangerous, it's scary, it may not be nice, maybe there's a wild animal out there. And you go like, well, it's okay, I still want to go there. And you do it, and you see a lot of beauty and joy, and then you come back and you can even share with other people how your path was. Or maybe when you're walking into that direction, you meet other people, like really far into the woods, you see that there's an oasis, or there's a campfire, or there are little huts, and you're like, oh my God, I never expected that there was a place like this inside this forest. These are just examples that I'm giving to you. So in the ascension journey, you will face these issues, but you have to smile, and you have to even give love to those people, because then that makes your journey even more enjoyable. When you forgive people for not understanding you or appreciating you, it is natural to be upset, it is natural to be angry, and obviously you reach the stage of forgiveness only after you realize that there's no point carrying this anger and being upset for too long. So you do your own thing, I'll do my own thing, and let's see where it goes. And then you have to even carry on with this attitude when you're doing those things, like when you're doing your inner work, or when you're on a mission, or when you're doing your whatever job you've taken up or business you've taken up. You have to have the same attitude even while doing it, like everything is okay, I chose it, it's fine, it's natural, whatever I'm doing, it's organically happening. So I have to have faith in it, and I have to enjoy it, and I have to love whatever I'm doing. And then things shift in a faster way. So, well, this is where I'm going to close this session. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you for doing this lovely inner work. For personal sessions and therapies, you can check out the description box, and you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. But if you're an influencer or a famous person, then this information will not apply with you. You have to write about it to me separately, and you have to also tell me that you're doing this so and so work. And thank you so much to all of the people who resonate with the label, I can say label of Starseed, Light Worker, Twinflame. Technically speaking, they may be different labels, but the journey, the destination, the path, and the inner work is pretty much the same for all of us. I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram. See you. My finger is literally on the camera.